Hi everybody, it's Diana, your Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm here with this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, and I forgot my frame. Oh my gosh. I forgot my little doohickey since my tripod camera thing is so hard to adjust. Oh my gosh, I just now was trying to put it down a little bit, and my hand is so red. So, I forgot my little frame because I can't show you my face because I can't adjust it. So anyways, I am here with this week's Teach Me Tuesdays video. All right, so now I can move that out of the way. All right. So I have been starting to get stuff ready for my virtual fall social, and one of the make and takes that they're doing is going to be using the Poinsettia dies. So you know how you get to working on something and then you look at it in like a totally different way. So that's what happened when I had a whole bunch of the Poinsettia dies stacked together, and it looked like, let me show you, it was like this whole, like a whole stack. And then I also had like a circle, and I had that laying on there because that's part of it. And I thought, you know what? If I did that in yellow, it would look like a sun. And it totally looks like a sun. So let me just show you what I ended up using. All right, and I also used the Tasteful Label dies as well. Hello, my sister Jackie. How are you? Let's see here. Let me on the thing. I need to click on over here. Make sure there's no sound coming from it. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Sue. All right. All right. So to me, it looked like a sun. And then I put a little face on it just for fun. And that comes from the stamp set Cute Fruit, which actually is not in the main catalog. It is in the little to be honest, I can't remember what this was called, beginner brochure. So this is just something, a smaller little brochure that we can kind of have on hand and hand out if we need to. So that's where this cute little set came from, and then that's where I got the little faces just to kind of stick on there as I was playing. And then I ended up not using the little face when I got them done. So once I got my sun done, and then I was thinking, okay, I need to have a greeting. And then I looked through the catalog, and I didn't have to look very far because page 7 shows Hello Sunshine, which is totally perfect. And this is with the Simply Citrus kit that I showed last week or week before. It was in one of the other Teach Me Tuesdays. So hopefully you took advantage and you got that kit. If not, you can use what other greeting, but that Hello Sunshine I thought would be perfect. So let's get back to my pieces. All right, so there are, oh, here's the thing, don't let me forget that. All right, so there's some different shapes. So there's like your big poinsettia, then there's the baby poinsettia, and then that labels die has 2 different size circles. And then I ended up using for my card the medium. Okay, so I used like the medium size poinsettia. All right, so and I just used daffodil paper, daffodil light paper, and I just ran a whole bunch through and kind of played with it till I got, because I was going, oh, well, this looks cute if I like stacked them like a real poinsettia, but then if I use the big circle, it was really hiding this one, and this one to me was a little bit too small. So that's why I thought, well, if I just do all the 3 the same sizes, and then that's what I ended up doing for my finished card. All right, then I also wanted to do some sponging. So what I did was I used Mango Melody, and I just wanted to have it to be a little bit different than just using daffodil on daffodil. I wanted it to be just a little bit brighter. And I'm just getting my little sponge dauber, and then I'm just moving it around. And it's a little hard to get into the right here area, but it's going to get covered with the circle, so I didn't worry too much about getting it right in the center there. So I'm just going to go all the way around, and this is just going to emphasize the rays, the heat coming out of the sun, which heavens to bid or whatever, heavens, we are having, I swear, one of the hottest summers, and it just is relentless. Like, it's not even letting up. I mean, it's almost the end of August and we're still like 111. I think it was 115 the other day. So it's just miserable in Arizona for sure. But when a lot of you, I know my family, Jeff's family, are scooping out the snow in the wintertime, then I don't mind our winters for sure. All right, so I'm just going around, and you want to be a little careful. So I'm holding the petal and not here. If I hold here, it's gonna, I'd be afraid to bend it. So just, if you're gonna do the sponging, just hold here and it will just secure that from getting bent too much. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go around this circle as well and just give it some color. All right, let me close my pad so I don't get my fingers in it. All right, now let's put our sun together. All right, so I'm just going to use the glue dots, and I liked to put the ones that went together beside each other. So like, let's see. So when you're looking at them, okay, so let me put a glue dot on here, and that could just be my analness. So see, this is the same. No, it isn't either. Where in the heck is that one? There he is. So see, that's the one that goes with that one. So I'm just going to keep that, you know, you kind of want to keep this center, and I just am going to turn it just a little bit. All right. And you could put, I just did 3, but you could do more if you wanted to. And then the same thing. Get that. And there he is again. And then I'm just going to stick that on there too. And now this gives that look of like the sun rays. And then I want to put this on with dimensionals. Where's my baby dimensionals? Here's my baby dimensionals. And you could use glue dots too, but I want it to sit up just a little bit. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on there. And I kind of came in a little bit, so you're not going to see them from the side. And then that's going to go on the center. So doesn't that make the cutest sun? Oh my gosh, it was just so, like, it's like one of those things that you're kind of going, oh my gosh, like, look at that. So anyways, all right. So then I thought, okay, now I have this sun. I have my greeting, my hello sunshine. What can I do for the card? So I thought, okay, well, let's at least get a card base. So I have my Whisper White thick card base. Then I have a piece of thick, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And then what goes with a sun but how about a rainbow? So then I got out Roy G. Biv. Now, those of you that are that know whatchamacallit, read my blog, or have watched my YouTubes or the Facebook lives and stuff, know that I do Roy G. Biv for storing my ink pads, and it just basically means red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, and it's like the rainbow order kind of thing. So anyway, so I just picked real red, pumpkin pie, daffodil, granny apple, balmy, oh my gosh, Diana. Okay, it's either balmy or seaside. I think it's seaside. Pacific Point and Highland Heather. So it's really, you know, up to you which ones you use, but those just happen to be the ones that I picked. All right, so then I'm going to start to build my rainbow, and I'm just going to use my Stampin' seal. So I'm going to have them kind of be at an angle. So I'm just going to put a little bit. Let me get this started. I'm going to put a little bit in on here. Come here, baby. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit on here. I'm going to look at my main card because I know the angle wise. Okay, and then down here, and then I'm going to angle and angle, and I don't want to put too much, but I want it to hold because I'm just going to kind of lay my strips on. All right, so let's start with the red, and I just cut them. These are like 1/2 inch. So let me get a little bit in that corner there. All right, so let me just start laying my pieces of cardstock. So that's gonna go there. So red, orange, and I'm trying to get as close as I can, but it's a little hard because the camera, the phone is right there. So when you're doing this and you can be right on top of it, it's a little easier. So red, orange, yellow, and watch your corner here because you want to make sure you cover that. So I barely made that one. Green. So Roy G. Green. Blue is the seaside. Blue. Indigo is going to be the Pacific. Oh, and see? I can't, oh, there we go. Wait, oh, it's because I need to put glue. Hang on a minute. I forgot I needed to add some more of the adhesive. Hang on a minute. Come over here so I can actually see with my old blind eyeballs. All right, so then there's the blue, and then my Highland. So I'm gonna put some of the Highland, and hopefully I didn't get it too wide. And the Highland. Whew, I just made it. I just made it so it didn't overlap. Or I mean, didn't come over. Okay, so then you have all these, but isn't that pretty? I love that rainbow color. Okay, so just make sure all your edges are good. And then you're gonna turn it over. Now these are we don't have these scissors anymore, but just use a nice sharp pair of scissors. These are my paper only ones. And then you're just going to flip it over, and then just kind of like look at your edges when you have them overlap, and then just make sure that they've all caught so that when you cut, you don't like lose a piece, especially like your red one, because there's just a little bit hanging on there. All right, so now I'm just going to trim by using this card base, and this was 3 3/4 by 5 if I didn't tell you the size of this one. And then I'm just trimming all the little pieces that hang over. And then you could probably, in some of these colors, use them on a couple cards because you're getting quite a few lengths of colors that are getting cut off. So you don't have to have new strips. Oops, I'm cutting that white a little bit. Let me cut that so it's all even. I was a little bit too cuckoo when I was cutting because I wasn't too careful. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So look at how pretty that rainbow is. Roy G. Biv. All right. Then I wanted to put my greeting. So I'm just going to use Pacific Point. I didn't want to use black. Sometimes, I love using black on the cards, but sometimes you just want a nice dark color, but not necessarily that stark black. So I wanted to pick the darkest that I have used here. So I went with the Pacific Point. And then I'm going to stamp my little Hello Sunshine on the bottom of the card. I love this greeting. I haven't even put it away. So it was easy to find, like when I figured out what greeting I was going to use with this. Because it was right there. I was like, oh my gosh. All right. Close the pad. Let that dry a second. Then I'm going to start to assemble my card. So I'm just gluing the Whisper White Thick to my card base. And this just adds a little, kind of an extra layer, another little frame. You don't necessarily have to use that if you don't want to. And then I'm going to stick this one on here. Make sure my Pacific is glued or dry all the way. And then that's going to go on here. I am so making a bunch of these cards. And the thing is, even if you didn't put the sun, it's like a cute card. I mean, with those stripes there. I think it's really, really fun. Okay, so then we have our cute little sun that we made. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals. And then I'm going to put them so that they kind of overlap a little bit so that they'll grab like the different little layers of the sun rays so that it's got a really good hold on it. And if you aren't sure, you can also lift them up, and I'll show you what I mean if you want to make sure they're good and held on. Get that little back off there, and then you just have to decide where you want to put your sun. So I'm going to put it there. So this is what I mean. Like if you think that that's too loose, then just take your glue dots. I just have, this is from the picker-upper tool or whatever, and I just have the little, it's like one of the little adapters or whatever. So he's usually just sitting on my desk because I haven't stuck him back in the tool, but he's perfect, you know, for grabbing, you know, your glue dots and things like that. If you want to just stick them up underneath if you think that it's going to be too wiggly, but that feels nice and secure now. So that's what that little guy is. All right, but isn't that a cute little card? I thought it was anyways. So there's the one I did ahead of time, but they just turned out, I think they were turned out really, really cute. So hopefully you think they're cute too, and you'll give it a shot. Because to me it just looked like a sun. It could even be a sunflower if you think about it. If you did this, if you did more of these, as well as some of, so if you did the big ones, so I might have to do another card. So do a bunch of the big ones and the medium ones. Make this early espresso. And then you've got a sunflower. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I might have to do one with a sunflower because it looks like a sunflower too, right? So anyways, okay, so that is what I'll have to play around with. But anyways, so hopefully you enjoyed that. If you need anything, the month is winding down. Here is this month's host code. Also, if you have bonus coupon codes from orders placed last month, make sure you spend those because they'll expire. So make sure you don't let those expire. And I think that's all. I'm looking around my desk. I think that was all I wanted to talk about with you today. I'm glad you liked that card. Now I have to make a sunflower. But what I did want to say, the Poinsettia bundle is actually September's Christmas card of the month class. So that would, if you do that class, then you know, hey, you can make suns and sunflowers. It's not just a poinsettia. So so hopefully this will make you realize how great, that set is. So, okay, I will stop blabbing and I will say, have a great night, everyone. And thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.